Welcome back to the Data Analyst. In today's video, we are diving into Single Exponential Smoothing, a popular method in time series analysis for forecasting data. We will break down what it is, how it works, and go through an example calculation to make it all clear. And finally, we will show you how to perform Single Exponential Smoothing using Minitab. Let's get started. Single exponential smoothing, often abbreviated as SCS, is a forecasting technique used to predict future value in a time series, especially when data doesn't have clear trend or seasonal patterns. It is best suited for short-term forecasting. With single exponential smoothing, we smooth out random variation by assigning more weight to recent data points while gradually reducing the importance of older points. This is the formula for single exponential smoothing. So ft plus 1 equal alpha multiply yt plus 1 minus alpha times ft. So in this formula, ft plus 1 is the forecast for the next period. Alpha is the smoothing factor, so it should be between 0 and 1. Yt is the actual data value in the current period and ft is the forecast for the current period. The value of alpha determines how sensitive our forecast is to change in recent data. A higher alpha means more weight on recent values, while a lower alpha smooths the forecast more. Alright, let's jump into an example calculation to see this in action. We will use a small data set to keep things clear. Suppose we have monthly sales data for a small business over 6 months and we want to forecast the sales for the 7th month. So here's our data set. So we have two columns. The first column is month and second column is sales value. Let's assume an initial forecast F1 of 200 and a smoothing factor alpha of 0.3. We will go through the calculation month by month. We have the initial forecast F1 equal 200. So you can use this formula to calculate F2, F3, F4, F5, F6 and F7. So let's calculate first F2. So F2 equals 0.3 multiplied 200 plus 0.7 times 200 equal 200. F3 equals 0.3 multiplied 210 plus 0.7 times 200 equal 203. F4 equals 0.3 multiplied 190 plus 0.7 times 203 equal 199.1. F5 equals 0.3 multiplied 220 plus 0.7 multiplied 199.1 equal 205.37. F6 equals 0.3 multiplied 215 plus 0.7 multiplied 205.37 equal 208.26. Now we can calculate month 7 forecast value. So F7 equals 0.3 multiplied 225 equals 0.7 multiplied 208.26 equal 213.282. So our forecast sales for month 7 is around 213.282. One important part of exponential smoothing is choosing an optimal smoothing factor alpha. This factor controls how quickly the forecast reacts to change in the data. If the data is highly variable, a smaller alpha that is closer to 0 will make the forecast smoother, reducing the influence of erratic spikes. But if you want the forecast to react quickly to changes, a higher alpha will work better. Here's a quick visualization. Notice how the forecast lines start to follow the trends of the actual data even though it's smooth. As you can see, single exponential smoothing is a straightforward yet powerful way to predict short-term trends in data that lacks seasonality or a strong trend. Now I'm going to show you how to perform single exponential smoothing using Minitab. So this is our data set and now we are going to calculate single exponential smoothing. So go to Stat and then click Time Series and then click Single Exponential Smoothing. And here's the single exponential smoothing window. Now select sales as variable and click use and put 0.3. This is our alpha value. So then click generate forecast and number of forecast value should be 1. And then because we forecast our value for only 1 month, so we can add it as 1 and click OK. So now let's go to our report sheet and this is our output results. So we got MAPE value, MAD, MSD value, and here's our forecast value. It's 214.458. So we calculate this value manually and manually we got 213.282 and after calculating it by using Minitab we got 214.458. So this value is nearly similar. So this is the smoothing plot for sales value. So in here you can see our 7th month forecast value. Here you can see the green color dot. I will increase my screen size. So here's our single exponential smoothing plot for plot of sales. So here's the value, forecast value for month 7, 214.458.